Hi, this is Guy Montague-Jones, reporter for Decision News Media here at Emballage 2010, and I'm joined by Satkar Gidda, who is director of SiebertHead Design Consultancy. Now, you've just given a talk on design. How important is design in the product development process?
I think design is probably the most important factor in the whole chain, because all around us we see packaging suppliers, packaging manufacturers of machinery that make packaging, but the design is the part that communicates with the consumer, and it's a consumer that ultimately decides what they want to buy. So I would say design is probably the most important factor in the whole process of brand design and brand selection.
So what is it that determines a good design?
I think the most important thing is understanding the category that you're working in and understanding then the consumer you're trying to attract and designing for that particular consumer. It's about understanding the type of market that you're going for, what motivates that particular consumer to buy your brand. So it's about understanding the market, understanding the consumer.
And how does the brand fit in and its aims fit into the story?
Invariably, brands have a target market that they want to achieve. So be it at the premium end or the mid-price end or the low-price end, they know who they want to be speaking to, whether it's males only, females only, or both. They have a particular target market they want to speak to, the type of consumer they want to attract, the type of price they want to charge to the brand, and all of these factors go into the mix when creating a brand design.
When designing packaging, what are the potential pitfalls?
The most important thing is really when we're creating the language of a brand design, so we're looking at the logo, the color, the icon, the illustration, it could be photography. It's about understanding what you think will attract that particular type of consumer. And it's understanding the clarity of the communication of brand design, because in store, the consumer doesn't spend very long looking at packaging. So we need to understand what are the 2-3 key elements that a consumer will assimilate in their mind, that they will understand and take away with them to allow them to pick up the pack on shelf.
Can you give an example of design going wrong?
Yes, I showed one earlier, and that was one where it involved toothpaste, and Crest toothpaste had a fantastic example which spoke about time control. So as the aging profile of consumers is increasing, we have a toothpaste here that allows you to control the aging process on the tooth. So the brand is called Crest Time Control. However, a competitor brand called their product 40 plus. The problem is, it makes you feel old. You are told that if you're more than 40 years old, this toothpaste is for you. That is not something that's going to motivate a consumer to buy. A consumer wants to be given a promise, and that promise in this particular case was from Crest, which is, this is for you, and it's going to there's a consumer benefit for you.
Turning to positive messages, what trends are affecting packaging design today?
Well, there are many trends in design packaging, but the trends in design packaging are influenced by the trends in what the consumers are actually looking for. So there are many trends influencing consumers, such as, for example, the environment. Consumers wanting to buy environmentally friendly packaging, brands that care for the environment, brands that are sustainable, that care for the supply chain and the fact that the manufacturer buys the products from a sustainable source, that the growers are given a reasonable amount of money for the products that they sell. And so there are many trends that are influencing consumer purchase and brand motivation, and how brands then address themselves and position themselves to attract the consumer.
Thank you very much. This is Guy Montague-Jones reporting from Decision News Media from Emballage in Paris.